Hi everybody. No, I don't even like that. Hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about 3 medium-term strategies for building an incredible pipeline and creating a sustainable, predictable cash flow in your business. This is the second of a 3-part series on how to create quick wins for your business, how to create medium-term strategies for your marketing, and eventually we're going to talk about how to create long-term strategies for your marketing as well. But today we're going to talk about medium-term strategies. We're going to talk about getting your messaging right. We're going to talk about creating an incredible marketing plan, and finally getting your mindset right so you deliver and take the action that's required to grow your business. Okay, so the first strategy we're going to talk about today is about getting your messaging right. Now, it's really important to understand that, when we talk about marketing, there's 3 key principles here. Talking to the right people, saying the right things, and making sure that it looks professional. But if we look at that in context, getting your target market right is the most important aspect. So making sure we're talking to the right people is the most important part of any marketing strategy. The second most important part is make sure that we are saying the right words, we're saying the right things, we're engaging with the right target market, and we're saying the right messages to them. And the least important part, it's still important, but the least important part is how it looks, what your logo looks like, what your website looks like. Talking to the right people and saying the right things is the most important aspect of any marketing strategy. Then we start to look at your messaging. Now, a common mistake that a lot of people make on websites across the internet is they talk about themselves. They talk about their own company. We, our, us, common words you see in every landing page. What I want to see is I want to talk about the client. I want to talk about what it means for them, what's in it for them. So I want to see words like you and your and as the client, and start talking about the value that you're giving them. It's really important to focus on what the client wants rather than what you can provide. Start talking about the end product. There's a great book by Andy Bounds called the Snowball Effect and the Jelly Effect, 2 incredible books. He talks about the drill bit and the hole. You don't go to B&Q, you don't go to a DIY store to buy a drill bit because you want the drill bit. You want the hole. So talk about the afters, talk about the shelf with the flowers on it, but make sure you get your messaging right. So the second strategy I want to talk about today is about building a plan. Right? We need a marketing strategy and a marketing plan in our business. Now here's some examples behind me. We can have an online plan. We could start looking at our SEO performance in our website. What other words could we add to our website to bump it up Google and try and get it listed higher than it is at the moment? What strategies have we got for AdWords and creating traffic to our websites using adverts or Facebook adverts? And what strategies have we got for our social media? How often are we posting? How many direct messages are we sending? How many connection requests are we sending every single week? You have to record these statistics, test and measure yourself, make sure you're delivering this activity. As well as your online strategies, we can look at offline strategies as well. And these should form part of a holistic marketing plan for your business. So what do we mean when we talk about offline strategies? Well, PMP stands for phone, mail, phone. So you're going to phone up the client, you're going to check that you've got the right address, you're going to check that you've got the right contact name. You might want to collect the gatekeeper's name at the same time and record that in your CRM. And if his name's Robert, does he prefer Robert or does he prefer Bob? You've got much more chance of a piece of literature getting through to the right person by taking this care and having attention to detail. So we're making the initial phone call, then we're going to send a letter, and then we're going to follow that up with another phone call. So that's a phone, mail, phone strategy. The second offline strategy we've got is lumpy mail, and I've got a great story about lumpy mail. And it's a good friend of mine who received a Perspex box, and it was full of sweeties, but the problem was that this Perspex box was padlocked, and it came with a ransom note that simply read, "If you want the key to the padlock, you have to agree to meet me." How different is that? I send Kit Kats, I send scratch cards, it's one of my favorite strategies, lumpy mail, because it's different and people talk about it. So have lumpy mail as part of your marketing strategy, your offline marketing strategy. And we can send postcards, we can send birthday cards, but the key to unlocking your marketing plan is the follow-up calls. Very, very rarely is someone going to call you after you've sent them a piece of collateral or a mailer and say, I've got your letter, I'm really interested in talking to you. It does happen, but not very often. You have to be prepared to make the follow-up calls and put that activity and put that effort in to generate the leads and generate the contacts that you want. Okay, so the third strategy is really about mindset. It's really about making sure you hold yourself accountable to delivering an incredible marketing plan. We can write all the plans that we want, but if we're not holding ourselves accountable to the activity and delivering that activity, then there's almost no point. You know, just stick it in a drawer and forget about it. So your mindset and how you deliver these strategies is as important as having a plan in the first place. So when we're looking at mindset, you know, you may have heard the saying, burn your bridges or burn your boat. That actually came from the Spanish conquest of Mexico. I could say the commander's name, but oh my God, I'd probably pronounce it wrong. But when he landed his armies on the beach, go and Google this is a true story, but when he landed his armies on the beach, he commanded them to set fire to their boats. And then he got them all together and he said, listen guys, we've got two choices left. We either win or we die. Now that's pretty extreme, but that's the attitude we need to deliver the activity in our marketing plans. That's how we should approach our work. It's all about activity. It's all about holding yourself accountable. I've written a formula on the board here. It's actually called the formula for success. And it's the results that you get equals the potential that you've got minus interference. So my question really is what's your interference? How are you going to get out of your own way? Are you scared to pick up the phone? Then pick up the phone until you get comfortable picking up the phone. It's really, really important to have the right mindset to deliver the activity behind your marketing strategy, because you're responsible for growing your business. Okay, in summary, we're talking about creating a medium-term strategic plan for growing your pipeline and creating a sustainable, predictable cash flow in your business. So the three strategies we talked about today is about getting your messaging right, making sure you're talking about the afters, making sure you're talking about what the client wants, what the customer wants, and you're not talking about yourself. The second is to have a marketing plan. Have an online strategy, have an offline strategy for creating leads, and hold yourself accountable. The third strategy, hold yourself accountable for delivering the activity day in and day out to create the opportunities you need to grow your business. So guys, thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you.